Welcome to another Cardano update. So Cardano is still going down, but we are oversold on the 4-hour chart, and we actually went to the oversold territory multiple times, which most likely means, well, it does not confirm, but maybe it's an indicator that we are about to head in a third wave move to the upside. And by the way, that's a C wave. So after hopefully bottoming in the second wave move down right here, we went up in an A-B structure, and right now the last bullish scenario that we have right now is that maybe we're about to get a C wave. However, if we drop below this low right here, which is at 32.6 cents, then that scenario is also going to be invalidated, and I don't know if you noticed, we are like 1.2 cents away from that. So if we get below this low right here, yeah, it's not gonna look too good, and we will most likely put in another second wave low, which is most likely going to go below 27.7 cents. However, this could also be an overshooting B wave, so theoretically it could go lower than this low, but I don't really want to see that happen. Also, this B wave move to the downside, it's way too impulsive for my liking, but I can accept it if we start a C wave right now. And if we do go in a C wave, we should, in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, we should get to the 200% extension right here, which is at 52.7 cents. It was 53 cents a couple of days ago. I actually had to move this because it was not accurate. So right now, this should be accurate. And like I said, we need to get to that level for the C wave, and that will complete the third wave move to the upside right here. Now, this whole thing that's happening right now, it's still very questionable. As you can see, we got rejected by the bull market support band. We tried staying above it here. We did stay above it for like 4 days or so, but then we had a crash, and this happened because of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin went down, so of course Cardano went down as well. And when this happened, I mean, Bitcoin dominance continued going up after that, so I knew something like this would happen, and I knew we would get another top on the Bitcoin dominance chart. It did not really look like we topped over here, so I think we will most likely get to 60%, and I don't know when that will happen. It should, in my opinion, happen very soon, because if it does not happen by, let's say, the middle of October or so, then we will most likely continue going up until December, which means that if we continue going up until December on the Bitcoin dominance chart, altcoins will continue to bleed against Bitcoin. Now, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to hit 100k by the end of the year. I mean, we have been going sideways for the past 6 months now, so we kind of have to do something at some point. And yeah, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go to 100k. And why am I saying that? Well, if you check out the Bitcoin monthly returns chart, which I don't have right now, but if you check it out, you will see that October, November, and December are usually very good months for Bitcoin. And, if history repeats itself, then it is very likely that October, November, and December are going to be good months again. And if that's the case, we will most likely get to 100k in the next 3 months. And of course, I mean, if Bitcoin gets to like 100k, in my opinion, that will trigger the altcoin season. Now, I don't know if you watched my previous video, but if you remember, when we topped on the Bitcoin dominance chart right here, and when we had this move from about 57% to about 73% in the previous cycle, if you can remember, Bitcoin during that time went up from about $9,000 to about $40,000. And as you can see, it was a very good move. I mean, it was a very bullish and impulsive move to the upside. However, if you look at what the altcoins were doing, and if you look at what Cardano was doing during that time, Cardano during that time only did this move right here. And yeah, you can say that, well, we went from about 7 cents to about 40 cents. I mean, that's bullish, right? Of course it's bullish, but when you compare this move to the Bitcoin move, I mean, this looks like nothing compared to this over here. So what am I trying to say? Well, this move that happened over here started in September of 2020, which was also a halving year. And when we got this move, Bitcoin dominance actually got its last pump of the cycle, and then it topped, and we got the altcoin season after that. So maybe we'll do the exact same thing in this cycle as well. And if that's the case, I mean, as you can see, This pump started in September of 2020 and it ended in December of 2020, which means that if we are copying what we did over here, it is very likely that we continue going up until like December, and then we get the altcoin season. Well, we should start the altcoin season by the end of the year. I mean, in my opinion, that's not the most bullish scenario, and also you have to keep in mind that in the last cycle, yes, we did have this move right here, where Bitcoin went from $9,000 to about $40,000. But who's to say that this move didn't already happen? And what do I mean by that? Well, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, we went from about $16,000 to about $75,000 or so. And during that time, when Bitcoin did this over here, Cardano only got this move right here. So maybe you could say that this move over here already happened, at least on the Bitcoin chart, and what we need now is the altcoin season to start. Of course, there are multiple scenarios. I mean, I don't know exactly what's happening right now. It's very hard to say. We are still copying what we did right here in the previous cycle, so that's good. But you have to keep in mind that this move started it actually started 2 years before the halving year. So, you can compare this move to this move if you want, but they happened at different times in the cycle. So that's also kind of, I don't know, let's just say it's making it difficult to try to understand what might happen in the future. However, I still believe Bitcoin dominance will go to 60% and then we will start dropping, and that's when the altcoins and Cardano will be able to get a third wave move to the upside. I mean, we have been in a second wave move down for the past, I would say, let's say about 7 months, so we kind of need to do something. We cannot be in a 1-2 setup forever. And if we continue to hold support levels, and right now, I mean, that seems likely in my opinion, because we already held the support levels for like 7 months. I don't think we'll invalidate the structure. I think we will only invalidate the structure if for some reason Bitcoin drops to like 44K or so, which right now seems very, very unlikely in my opinion, because usually Bitcoin, like I said, does not go down at the end of the year, so Bitcoin dropping to like 44K, I don't think that's realistic right now. Now, looking at the short-term Cardano chart, I mean, it's looking not so great. We did break above the trend line right here, as you can see, but right now we are back below it, so it's very questionable. I don't know exactly what the chart is trying to do. And in my opinion, if we want to stay bullish, we need to get above the trend line ASAP, and we need to stay above there, because, getting below it again and getting below the bull market support band again, it's not really that great. And I was talking about this third wave move. Once we get the third wave move, which by the way, I cannot even confirm that we will get the third wave move, because the 1-2 setup that we have right here, I mean, it's not really, that impressive. The first wave only has an ABC structure, and the second wave also has an ABC structure, so that's good, but the third wave will also have an ABC structure, and, that means that it could always fail, because, we don't have a 5-wave move to the upside, so the structure could always fail. Now, I'm not expecting Cardano to go down for much longer, in my opinion. I think we will start going up soon, because, like I said, we are oversold on the 4-hour chart. And if you look at what happened the previous 2 times when we went to the oversold territory on the 4-hour, for example here, after this we just pumped from about 32.5 cents to about 42 cents. So maybe we'll do the exact same thing now. And here as well, we pumped from about 30 cents to about 36 cents. So, and here, this is another example, we pumped from 27 cents to about 40 cents. So yeah, there is the potential that we start going up now. However, if we do not start going up, like I said, and if we go below this low right here, yes, you could say that this is an overextended B wave, but if it goes below this low as well, then it is going to invalidate this second wave move down, and it's pretty much going to look like a very large ABC structure, which that would not be the best looking thing. And if we get something like that, then it's going to be very likely that we get another low in the second wave move down right here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Don't forget, we had a cross on the bull market support band, and usually after we get a cross on the bull market support band, the price pumps. It did pump over here, but this was not enough and we did not get 5 waves. And to confirm that we bottomed in the second wave move down, we need 5 waves. So yeah, right now I remain neutral, and I mean right now, like I said, the price could go either way. It could either go down or go up or sideways. So yeah, nothing much to say today. I know everything is boring now, but in my opinion, things will change very, very soon, and you will be glad that you sticked around. Anyways, that's all I have. Check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.